Story 2, Escape Room 6A. I don't scare easy, or at least I used to believe that. Before Room 6A, there were 6 of us. Me, my girlfriend Chloe, her little sister Mia, our friend Julian, and 2 others Mia had invited, Zach and Rena. We'd just finished dinner, a little tipsy, a little loud, a little too open to anything. That's when we saw it, glowing across the street like a fresh wound pulsing in neon. Exit Room 6A. Fully immersive horror experience. No refunds, no early exits. We laughed, thought it'd be fun. We weren't thinking. Inside, the lobby smelled faintly of mold and antiseptic. A woman stood behind the desk, waxy pale and motionless until we got close. Her name tag said Ella, but her eyes said she hadn't slept in weeks. She pushed waivers at us with fingers that looked bruised. Julian, ever the joker, tried to lighten the mood. Any tips? Ella stared. Or to run if it smiles. Her voice was flat, like a recording. We laughed, but it felt wrong, like laughing at a funeral. She walked us down a dark hallway lined with dust-covered posters. Morgue Madness, The Forgotten Isle, Harvest Day. The images were warped, scratched, faces blurred, mouths twisted open. She stopped at a rusted sliding door. Room 6A, all exits must be earned, she whispered. The door groaned open. We stepped into blackness. Then it slammed shut behind us. Dark, suffocating. I couldn't hear anyone breathing, not even myself. Buzz, buzz. Fluorescence cracked to life overhead, sickly and pale. We blinked. We were in a grocery store, but it wasn't a store. It was something wearing the skin of one. Every label was blank. The meat section steamed faintly in the cold. Milk cartons shifted as if something inside was trying to get out. A rotisserie chicken spun behind glass, completely black, flaking to ash. Zach tried to laugh. Is this the first room? Then came the speaker. A voice, deep and too calm, dragged itself through the ceiling. Welcome, valued customers. Each of you has 1 item to retrieve. Scan it at the exit to leave. Choose wrong, and someone pays. The lights buzzed louder, like flies swarming. What the hell is this? Mia whispered, her voice cracked. Look, the baskets. Chloe pointed, hand shaking, at a rack near the deli. 6 of them, each tagged with our names in jagged red ink. Julian picked his up and froze. This is me, when I was 5. Inside his basket, a photo of him in a magician's outfit, crying. Saint I never showed anyone this. Julian said nervously. Beneath the photo, a typed list. Retrieve your item. Find your barcode. Exit. Do not swap baskets. Do not help others. Do not speak to him. Who's? Rena began. Ding. The lights in aisle 6 flickered like they were short-circuiting. And then we saw him. A man, tall, thin, in a tattered store uniform. His face was too smooth. His mouth was wrong, grinning like he'd been forced to for too long. Then he tilted his head, like Ella had. Mia started crying, not sobbing, just tears falling down her face while she stood frozen. Saint, I want to get out of here, she said frantically. The man took 1 step forward. Ding. The freezer lights snapped on down the aisle, one by one coming toward us. Ding, ding, ding. We ran, past aisles that stretched forever, shelves stocked with meat that whispered, toy sections filled with dolls that looked like us, screaming silently, but always smiling. Julian tripped and scraped his arm on metal. Blood hit the tile. We kept going. Oh, this isn't a room, Chloe gasped, panic thick in her voice. It's a trap. This whole place, it's watching us. We barricaded inside a staff break room. Someone hyperventilated. I think it was Zach. The walls were covered in Polaroids. People, players, mouths blacked out, eyes scratched. Some were mid-scream. Then we heard it. Above, clack, clack, clack. Wheels on tile, a shopping cart. Zach snapped, punched the wall. It's just a game. It's fake, right? But he didn't sound like he believed himself. In the corner, a vending machine. Inside, dozens of barcode stickers, all different. A sign, scan only yours. The wrong code triggers a blackout. Another line, and one of you already has the wrong one. Rena curled up, whispering, "Oh no, no, no." She wouldn't stop rocking. We stared at each other. Nobody wanted to speak. We left the room in silence, scattered like scared animals, forced to solve personal riddles. I found myself in the baking aisle. Every bag of sugar had my name on it, but the barcodes were wrong. All of them. One had blood on it. Later, we regrouped at the exit scan. Red lights, a metal arch. Julian went first. Beep, green. Mia, beep, green. Zach, Chloe, beep, beep, green. Then Rena, beep, red. The lights dimmed. The ceiling began to breathe. The sound of air sucking through vents like a sigh. From the back of the store, clack, clack, clack. He was coming, the smiling man. Rena fell to the floor, hands over her ears. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. She clawed at Chloe's arm. Give me yours. Please, please. Speaker crackled. Do not swap. Rena, check your cart, I yelled. Please. She did. Under the liner. Another barcode. Hidden, she scanned. Beep, green. He stopped and smiled wider. Then turned, pushing his cart back in the dark. We stumbled out into the lobby. Bright, clean, normal. Ella stood, smiling like nothing had happened. Congratulations, she said cheerfully. Survived room 6A in 51 minutes. Please collect your shirts. She handed them over. Julian looked like he'd aged 5 years. What the hell was that? The monitors showed footage of us, laughing, running, panicking. Entertainment. Ella said something about animatronics, about suggestion, about imagination. Behind her, the screen glitched. Room 6B, now open. Later that night, Julian laughed to himself as he checked the locks, but he flinched at his reflection. A barcode, clean and perfect, drawn down the side of his neck. He hadn't seen it before, and it wasn't fading. Rena took sleeping pills, tried to forget. At 3:33 a.m., her doorbell rang. No one there. But her cart, the one from the room, sat on her porch, empty, facing her. Zach got out of the shower, 3 words smeared into the condensation. Scan. Try again. Mia woke to a noise. On the floor outside her bedroom, her basket, the barcode shredded in half. The paper pulsed, like it was breathing. Chloe's bedroom window opened by itself. She lived on the 3rd floor. On her pillow, a receipt. Thank you for returning. See you again soon. And me? I lay still, listening, waiting. In the dark, from the kitchen, the slow dragging sound of wheels on tile, and a voice, low and calm, like it had never left the ceiling. You forgot to pay.